Hi Aries, today we're going to do a real quick love reading, okay? So actually I think it's going to encompass more than just love. I think it's tied together, but the very first card I got was the Tower. So could be literally a lightning bolt struck a tree or something, made a loud pop, something like that. That could be relevant for some of you, but I feel like this is a tower. It was in reverse, it's upside down. I feel like somebody's maybe trying to hold that tower up, or has been trying to hold this tower up. This is the Hierophant. It's all about stability and balance, and these trees, they're what we see on top. It's like an iceberg. There's so much more down here, and they can weather the storms. I thought that was pretty incredible that these two came out first. But you're trying to regain your footing. We're probably going to get Two of Pentacles in the Fool. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Sometimes the pre-shuffle doesn't really tie into the whole full reading, but I think there's been a tower. You've been trying to hold it up, trying to hold it all together, and I think it has made you weary. And it's time to pick up the pieces. I'm not saying this person's not going to come back. I do feel a strong connection, so we'll dive into that deeper. But time to pick up those pieces. These three cards to me is screaming, I tried and tried and tried and tried and tried, because all those wands are action, and I've done everything I could. Okay, so maybe it's time to redirect your energy elsewhere. And let it be, give it space. Let them come to you if it's going to be. If you've done everything you could. Sorry for the noise. Let me do this in my lap. That's so noisy. I got a new desk, you guys. It's downstairs. I got to put it together, but it's like, it's not a big heavy desk. It's a small desk, but hopefully it'll help me get organized. What's going on with Aries? Aries. I'm not going to read these in reverse. I don't know, because I think I mixed them up pretty good. I don't even know which way's up and which way's down. Oh, wow. Which way's up and which way's down. Look at that. Maybe you don't know which way's up and which way's down. So this is the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. So the Eight of Pentacles is forward motion. It's communication. It's passion. Passion. It looks like almost like flying. I just visualized a witch's broom or something like that. Kind of crazy. Let me see if I can get you guys more light. Okay. See, when I get a new desk, hopefully I can get all this light stuff set up to where it's permanent, because every time I do a reading, I have to take the camera card out, I have to move the camera, I have to adjust the lights. So I want to get something that's not, that the cards are always clear for you guys. All right, so what's crossing? Whoops. We've got the Magician and Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is cooperation, giving. Look at that. Working together. So maybe you guys I feel like you overgave, and it's time to, let that tower fall. Let this come to, maybe a break. Sometimes the only way to totally reset a dynamic, uneven dynamic, is to just wipe it clean, do a total reset, and that takes time and space and distance. Silence is powerful in that situation too. Your person is not, they don't want to let go of you either. Maybe this person won't let you go. That's the most dangerous person to get caught up on, is the one that comes and goes, keeps you hanging, won't let you go totally, because they can waste years of your life. Fool in reverse. See that? I think I mentioned the Fool. This is backwards and in reverse. I think I mentioned the Fool, but this is how they view you, not starting over. This person might know that they have you in the palm of your hand. I feel like we do have something with money coming, and also stick around to the end. We're going to do an intuition test. Those are fun if you want to do that. But look at you there. So look at that, Fool and Magician, strong reading here. You're showing up twice already. And I pre-shuffle I got the Emperor, but it was on a different deck. It was this deck. It's probably at the top. Yep, because I just put it back, and I got this in the pre-shuffle for you guys. So and I was like, okay, I guess I'm tuned in. Very strong reading. You've shown up 3 times. Let's see. So forward motion, how they see the situation, how they view you as somebody that's not letting go, but they're causing it. Wow. And then we've got that 8 of Wands, communication. I might have to tell you guys a little dating story that I was thinking about today that's happening to me right now. Okay, so 7 of Cups. So how they view moving forward. Well, they're not sure. Look at the options. It's not clear. They have a lot of options. Either that, it was in reverse, so it could possibly be that they only have one option and they're tied to something. But it's strong one way or the other. It's either they feel like they don't have an option, they can't get out of something. But for most of you, I think it's indecisiveness. Jeez. Okay. What is behind the scenes for my Aries? Yeah, 5 of Swords. That's at some point staying stuck becomes a decision, and it's self-inflicted. So 5 of Swords, that's pain. Maybe you can't see that some habits or maybe neuro pathways you've developed have become habits, and you can't see that you have more control and power over this pain than you realize. I get it all the time. I hear and feel this all the time from you guys. I can't move on. I can't let go. I don't want anybody else. So you're pretty much setting yourself up for a really continued long sadness if you do that. I really encourage you guys never to do that. Instead, when you find yourself thinking that, have a quick fix for it. Have a quick, I know I'm worthy of love statement, and say it out loud, and your brain will develop new neural pathways, and then you can stop that negative thinking. It is so detrimental to tell your body and your heart and your mind that you will not move on from someone that is not with you or able to be with you or available for you for whatever the reason is. It is so detrimental to you. And then it starts draining you. You start getting fatigued, and it can cause digestion problems and sleep problems. It can really cause a very serious downward spiral. And if you think that you're going to prove to them how much you love them by doing that, that shows weakness. Okay? Think about all the people who are strong that you admire in the world. Is there any of those people, are they go-getters and moving forward, or are they sitting around thinking about something that didn't happen well for them? This is life-changing, life-shifting. It is very, very important that you guys realize you have power, okay? And the stuckness is a decision. And the sooner you can accept that, the sooner you go, oh, I guess I am deciding to stay stuck. Not doing anything not moving forward is a decision to stay where you are, okay? If you want to be happy, do things that make you happy. Little things. And I'm sorry if I'm being very, blunt. Little things even. Eat an apple. Go for a walk. Do a cartwheel if you can. Get a new gym routine. If you're not able to get to the gym, do a stretch routine. Do chair yoga, chair stretches. Do something that makes you feel good. And this whole new world myth or ideology of, well, if it doesn't feel good, then it must not be good. Or if I don't want to do it, maybe I'm not supposed to do it. Well, start with the end in mind. If you're struggling with that, I mean, we do things, we don't want to get out of bed in the morning and be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning or work 8-hour days or whatever. We do it because there's a reward. There's a reward. There's money for it. So, you know, please don't get stuck in that whole new thing of, well, I deserve to take a break and get paid, or, you know, I don't feel like doing that, so it must not be right. Force yourself to do it for 3-4 days minimum, and then see if it gets easier, because your brain will develop new neural pathways. Okay, our brains have, you know, there's elasticity. It's not set in stone. So of course, what you want and what you feel like doing is going to change depending on your actions. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox. So let me tell you guys just something I was thinking about. So I, you know, started talking to this guy, and we haven't met in person. But he's really good looking, and he's smart, and I think he's very, you know, successful and established. But he texts me all the time. We've had one phone conversation, but he texts me pictures of what he's doing and, you know, party, whatever he's doing, and the people he's with all the time. And it'll be like 4 or 5 pictures. And I've done that too. So even from someone that's done that same thing, I'm sitting here, like, sometimes I hear my phone beep and I'm like, oh, it's just him. So it's just more, again, it's proof that we value things that aren't easy, that we have to work for. Okay, so I don't know how that was relevant or if you even care, but I thought I'd share that. Because I've been very guilty of over-texting and sending multiple, you know, photos and jokes and stuff like that. And it still turns me off, even though I've done it. So we just need to remind ourselves. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Tarot's advice, forward motion. I think this is all about not being stuck, moving forward. Finding your path. And you know what's funny is I really struggled to get to the bottom of it, but in one of my last readings, maybe, I don't know, maybe Pisces, I'm not sure, but there was a separation of a twin flame, and it took me a long time to get to the bottom of it, but what the bottom of it was that separation was like your union was being blocked temporarily because somebody in the dynamic, the, you know, feminine or masculine, has a massive amount of success in another area that this union would distract them from. Like maybe they don't need it as much, or they don't put as much focus on it if they were in this union before it's ready. And that, in essence, that would not be this person's reaching their full potential. And I think that could be going on here too. Does that make sense? Did I explain that well? So in other words, if you're destined for greatness, and you've got this big, huge success and purpose, maybe you don't even know it yet, but taking steps will just, you know, uncover it. 2 things. One, there's a lesson to not let sadness in one area of your life, you know, mess up other areas of your life. You still have health. You still have your, you know, purpose, or in your work and your family. You got to compartmentalize. I feel like I'm just giving the same reading I just had, and I don't know. But the other thing is, you have to move forward even when you're hurt. Even when you're hurt, okay? You still have to move forward. Why? Because you want success. You don't want your whole world to be down in the dumps because you're not, you know, poor me, I'm not with my twin. Okay, so the other thing is, there's something that somebody needs to accomplish before that union. Because once they're in union, if they got in union too fast, that's something, and I think it affects the collective, like it's something that helps people, or I don't know, something that's meant to be, it would not get achieved if this union happened too fast. I am talking so much, I'm sorry. Look, it is a twin flame. How about that? Yin and yang, but there's a need for balance. And it doesn't have to be a twin flame, but there's a sign of a twin flame. I'm going to start, let me see if anything else comes out. That's the Lover's card, by the way. So we have a lot of major arcana here. We have the Fool, Aries, Cancer, Gemini. 9. And Page, I just think you need to take that one little step. And if you've been texting someone or, you know, messaging them or telling them, I don't want to live without you or anything like that, I think that needs to stop, because it's feeding them and making and giving them, you know, it's taking away they know they'll always have you, okay? But not only that, the worst part of it is that it's hurting you and your psyche. You never speak those things over yourself. It's blocking you. Okay, stop. I think you need to stop giving. Wow, look at that. Emperor. Emperors don't get left out in the cold. All right, so there's the Emperor. Remember I told you I felt that in the pre-shuffle. Let's stick it here. Oh, you can't even see it. Huh. Okay, oh well. What do we have? The Emperor is somebody that can gets things done, makes things happen. Maybe you don't want to because you've developed some neural pathways, but you can change those, okay? It is up to you. I mean, if you want to not be happy and be watching tarot in another, you know, year or two, go ahead and never get over them. But that is not what I want for you. King of Cups. So it definitely looks like there's a lot of love here. Maybe you need to get out with your friends. What's the deal with the Fool in reverse? Seven of Wands. This is not, it's standing your ground. It's not taking, maybe it's stubbornness. No, not Aries. Look at that. Two of Cups. Why do we have the 8 of Wands for Aries? And by the way, you guys are not the only ones. This is going on for a lot of the signs right now. Remember to be careful what you're thinking about and what you're saying. I think we just, I cut it up again. We just talked about it, but be careful what you're thinking about and what you're saying, speaking over your life, because what you believe is true will be true, okay? You speak that into existence, so be real careful of that. I'm hurt, I'm wounded, I'm tired, I'm sad. Be careful, okay? Try to replace that with, I'm worthy of love. Or I'm going to get something good done today, or I'm going to have a great day, you know? Try to replace those thoughts. Definitely stop speaking it. Speaking it, Page of Wands. I would also stop feeding this person's security that they're never going to lose you. I won't really want this person to miss you, to wonder what's going on with you. Tension, silence, and separation can create tension. I mean, think about it. Why are you upset? Why are you anxious? Because you don't have the answers, right? If this person was texting you like crazy and telling you, I'll wait for you, we'll be together, you wouldn't, there's that balance. Then you wouldn't have this tension. Right? I want them to feel what you're feeling. So try pulling yourself away from that. And yes, I did promise a video just on that, and I just didn't realize how much work it was. So I am still working on that. I've got an outline. So forward motion. The 5 of Swords, you're holding on to the pain, holding on to it. It's a decision. Make a decision. And here's another thing. I just said this too. Energy ebbs and flows, right? So know that you're never going to stay in this position. So if you're having a low moment that you're, feeling really sad and down, that's going to change. It can change if you get up and do a jumping jack or make your bed, or eat an apple or take a walk, or do some stretching, or deep breathing. But it is not possible to stay in one place It's always ebbing and flowing. So forward motion, this is Tarot's advice. I think it's to know that your ups and downs are temporary and they will pass, and to persevere. Wheel of Fortune is, you know, it's destiny. It's destiny, but I feel like, Aries, you're not making that decision. And what's the decision? Look how interesting this came out. Can y'all see that? Oh. This is yin yang. Look, my ring. How about that? Yin yang and a heart, kind of ablaze. So, but the Three of Swords that was clarifying it is in reverse. It's in reverse. So it's a decision. And nothing is perfect. Everything has a mixture of a pain, and within every good there is bad, within every bad there is good. There's always, if everything was perfect, there it is again, Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh, you guys are destined. Sorry, you guys are destined. Could be a twin flame. I've got those twin flame, that series. Oh, I have a new one. It's about a karmic. So I have a new, I know you guys love those. I have, I don't tell all the signs about them, so I forget. But it's a new episode 3 of the Twin Flame series. It is about karma. It's about a karmic. It's an update and a peek into the karmic. So I'll link that down below. But, and yes, I keep getting requests. I spent like hours and hours and hours looking at email yesterday. I cannot keep up with doing personal readings anymore. I don't do them, but those almost personals are the next best thing, okay? So check those out if you haven't. You may be glad you didn't get a personal reading because they're a fraction of the price. And they might answer, a lot of times they answer it. Anyway, you got unions, solid foundation, forward motion, but this also could have to do with money, okay? You're destined for something major, and but you got to take action. You got to persevere. I feel like I'm missing one little thing. Tell me more. Anything else for Aries? Or maybe we'll pull an oracle. Judgment. Yeah, stop waiting. Stop waiting. Don't let this keep you stuck. Did y'all see that fly out? It is waiting, waiting, waiting. The world is going by. Don't wait. Make things happen. Okay? This reading cannot be for every Aries on watching, so please don't force it. But this is reconciliation, or this is the trumpet sound. This is spirit going, stop waiting. Do. Rise up. Take some steps. Okay? Towards what? Towards hard work. You're going to feel so much better once you start accomplishing more. Now, if you guys have been on that path, and don't stop, keep going, because it's coming. But what am I missing? Maybe it's that it's not a negative message. It's some of you might be being too hard on yourself. I don't know. Let me get an oracle because I'm not getting that very clear. Oh, geez, I forgot. I have some new oracles, two new decks, and I forgot them downstairs. But I want to see this. And one of them is, you know, the moon deck that we all love. It's the moon. It's the moon deck, you know. But it's combined. It's a manifestation version of it. You deserve good things. You know that. This was turned around. Enjoy where you are, for soon you will be somewhere else. There it is. Let it out. Let it flow. Flow with the river. See where it takes you. I thought I said this was going to be short. I talked a lot in this, you guys. I talked a lot. There you go. Believe in your power to manifest. So Aries, again, whether you are doing it on purpose or not, it's happening. What you're speaking, you're strengthening. Okay. I love this. Jeez. And didn't you guys just have, somebody just had, the title of their message was a reminder to breathe. Let go of a fixed plan, allow for spontaneity and growth, and breathe love into your life. Remind yourself to breathe. That's crazy. I just titled the video that. Okay, let's look at this one. And then we'll do the intuition test. So you guys, look in the description box below and see. I don't know if it will be done or posted by the time you guys get this reading. But look, if you're interested in my tips on how to use space and distance to your advantage, how to get someone back, how to use push-pull, and no contact. If you're interested in, I know I always touch on these things, but I'm doing a video that's just all of that. So if you're interested in that, then just look in the description box below because it's coming. Oh, I like this. Happy. The Fates. I think you gotta stop worrying because you will be happy, but it is in your hands. You're not going to be happy if you choose and speak about not being happy. Okay. All right, I love you guys so much. Let me know. I hope this was helpful. I know I talked your ear off a little bit. So, hopefully that part was helpful too. Okay, I'm going to lay out 3 stones. And you guys are going to choose which one I'm focused on. Okay, this is not as colorful. There, see that? You guys see that? The beautiful blue colors in deep in there. It's just hard to show. Alright, so there's one. Here's another one. This one has more like pink, iridescent, orangey. And guess I should have done this already. I'm going to make, this is going to be harder this time, okay? The third item is going to be this bracelet. I bought this bracelet because these are real stones and they glow in the dark. I wonder if I can show you. But I bought it because I'm going to start doing those all signs again. Can y'all see that? Isn't that cool? Hold on, let me turn off the light. Then I need to hurry because I'm running out of time. Look at that. So I'm going to start doing those all sign readings again. And so I'm going to do them, in the dark. Tuesday's Tripped Out Tarot with the Trippin' Tarot deck, or the, Crazy Tarot deck. Okay, so I'm going to use, this is the other. Did I just make this way too easy? Okay, you guys, I'm going to sit and focus on one of these things. And then you try to tune in and choose the one I focused on. If you chose this one, you are correct. Okay, you guys, I love you. Please let me know in the comments. Let me know which one you chose, if you like doing these, and hopefully how this was helpful and will help you grow. And this person, I do think this is destined. I do think it's not over, like as in the sense of if you feel like you're worried you're never going to talk to them again, push that away. You are going to talk to them again. And it will be in a better scenario if you move on. Okay? Because it's just, you can't stay stuck. Okay, I love you guys. And I will see you soon. Bye, Aries.